State is a total artificial intelligence. But I tell you, I came to this country in 1967 as a medical doctor. My father, who was totally living in the present. But unfortunately, what has happened, I came as a medical doctor. My father was totally awake. And he was awake in 1941. And he gave me a party that is 1944, and that is Baba, called Baba Guru Nanak. From there, he came from Baba Sri Chand. And he learned it from Baba Sri Chand's disciples in 1941 from Dera Baba Nanak to how to live in the present. And he was living in the present. He moved to United States in 1974. And he was always in the present. But the United States is totally artificial intelligence. Everything in the United States is artificial intelligence. Well, let me give you an example. What you call that, the East and West. East had what you call 10,000 years ago called the golden sparrow. That was a total wake up, and that is a total what you call the person people knew about the existence. They know about the consciousness. But the United States has been a western part of the world, and same with the British, they're all living what you call the intelligence, which is a mind phenomena, and that intelligence is what you call the artificial intelligence, because if you look the total what you call the mind or the brain or the body or so and so, we have what we call 3 eyes. Instinct. The body is always in the present. But the United States has the artificial intelligence, and they have found out called the vascular endothelium growth factor. And when man and woman has a relation, the vascular endothelium growth factor, that's the energy, that is what produced a baby. But that's also conditioning. Marriage is conditioning. Living is a conditioning. Because the existence lives alone. Existence lives in the present. And I am totally in this existence. I am what you call a watcher, a total watcher. And my father was totally a watcher. And I have become a totally watcher because that existence is totally a watcher. Just like a dog, a cat, a tree, a bird, a ocean, a sun, a moon. They are the watchers. But they don't talk. And the newborn baby born as a watcher for first 2 months. But they don't know. But as they grow, they become totally conditioned. That the intellectual mind is totally conditioned. And that's the artificial. The United States is totally what you call artificial condition, because that's where they got the aeroplanes, that the aeroplanes are going up in the air, and that's what they're coming down, and that's all the artificial intelligence. Same thing as a human body, same thing as a human science, what you call. My father learned it, that the body is a heap of food and the mind is a heap of impression. And that only has given us 1% of mind is given a 1% of consciousness in the mind. 99% you are not conscious. When the Osho came, he tried to put together, but they never understood it. And now I'm totally in the present, totally what you call a watcher. A watcher consists of meditation and existence, and that's what I am. I'm totally existence. And I've reached to that stage. That's my father was. And now the mayor of New York is a watcher. And people don't realize that, and it's totally a watcher. And now my object is to become the governor of the state of Florida. And I will wake people up So they become a watcher to the existence. The existence is totally a watcher. And that is a total meditation. And is a total what you call total meditation and total existence. Total living in the present. Total living in the present. But there's nobody in the United States who is living in the present. Even if you look at Donald Trump, it has a life in, life out, just like you breathe in, you breathe out. That's also condition. That's also a what you call artificial intelligence. It's a breathing in, breathing out. That's a conditioning. We are totally conditioned living in the United States. But the Western world knows about called the watcher. That's where my father came from. But we have to literally, I have 5 children and I have 8 grandkids. They are all conditioned. But they understand the watcher, but they are not there. But they know what is a watcher is, but they cannot tell anybody. Because I can tell the watcher is the existence. The watcher is the meditation. And if you become a watcher, you become a total meditation, you become a total existence. That means you will have no more disease. You will have no more stress. And that means person have no high blood pressure, no diabetes, no cancer. And on top of that, you will be sexually active. But you know, the people in the United States, the Medicare is totally what you call artificial intelligence. And that's why they are doing the operation on prostate gland. Prostate cancer, they are doing the operation on that. And they are making the person lost all the sexual function. There are no more erection, no more ejaculation, no more penetration. And they are crying. I have just met a guy today at the beach, and he was about 60 years of age. He was totally, he had an operation done on the prostate gland. That he said, the doctor told him that he had a prostate cancer. The doctor's condition and the patient's condition. And he was crying. And literally because he had no more erection, no more ejaculation, no more penetration. On top of that, he has what you call the leaking of urine, incontinence. And his wife was also crying. And they both were crying. And my object is to become the governor of the state of Florida. And I just came back from India because they're all conditioned. And same thing happening in the United States, they are totally conditioned. But I love everybody, and Mike Kean, who is taking my video, who is a beautiful soul, and I love him because existence love everybody. Existence has no face, and existence has what you call a kindness and become more and more conscious, and the existence is always in the present. And that's what I want to learn, how to wake up. That is to wake up, wake up Mother America, to wake up to the existence. And that's what we want. And I love everybody. I thank you very much.